This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. You'll see the West All-Stars taking on the Atlanta Hawks. So Atlanta will get the first possession. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. DeRozan out there with Curry. And it's LeBron James. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jokic in at center. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Wasted no time on that one.
You know, I think the passing skills of LeBron are his greatest asset, and he's got some great ones in addition to that. But his passing is otherworldly. When you get open, he gets it to you with exactly the right speed and pace so you can handle it.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Young against Curry. James, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry with the three. They grab their own miss. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Curry's got 6.
Can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Second chance shot, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And they're on the break.
DeRozan's game, but he also has tremendous strength, and wasn't much the defender could do there.
Here's Young. He takes it in. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And a deep three from Curry. The other way. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Young following the...
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam King. Curry can't get it to go. And Collins has got the ball. Here for the Atlanta Hawks, driving inside.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Young pass to Capella. Collins. And finish off by Collins.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
James outside. Antetokounmpo finds Curry. LeBron outside. Right side Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. Then for the West All-Stars, Butler, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Mitchell in for LeBron. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He was all alone on that one.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Here's Curry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 15 points in the game.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
He's such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from DeRozan. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket. The Hawks trailing. Inside, here's Bogdanovich. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's DeRozan. Curry outside. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Antetokounmpo against Gallinari. And good that time.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. It can't happen.
Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Hunter. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jacks up a 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Curry's got 24 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
It's been... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
You know, they've done a great job. Job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Butler out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Paul. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Bogdanovich against Paul. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Lots of room. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Paul from deep three-point land. From outside off the mark. Atlanta with the ball. Trailing by 2. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. And the jump by Giannis.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Up top right, defended by Paul. That shot missing. Good D by Mitchell. And so Allen will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Bogdanovich against Butler. The 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Here's Atlanta. 4-point game. To the inside. Tries again. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gallinari.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then for the West All-Stars, James comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Mitchell.
You know, after winning most of the individual accolades, Giannis is focused now only on titles. And he'd like to get that in the plural form. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Paul kicks to LeBron. This one for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And here's Giannis from outside. Kept alive. Back to VanVleet. LeBron outside. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. James has got the lead up to 5 now for the West All-Stars. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. And here is Wright. After LeBron James hitting the 3. Here's Huerter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. LeBron is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Atlanta with the ball. VanVleet passes to Paul. Offline with his 3. And here's Atlanta, and they're moving it up. Here's Huerter. The Hawks again can't hit. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Wright, then for the West All-Stars. Jokic, he's checked in for Jared Allen. DeRozan comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Paul. It's Curry outside, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got it. His 7th assist of the game with that last one. Van Vliet outside. Down low. Jokic kick. To Curry. They double team Curry over Young. Wow, way off on that one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Young. Softly drops in the floater. And that's now 6 points for Trae Young.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now. He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Curry outside. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Jokic with the steal. Outside Curry. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. Then for the West All-Stars, Butler, he's checked in for LeBron. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Garland in for Curry. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here we go. It's Butler. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And they're able to recover. Garland finds Mitchell. There's the triple. No good. And so it's the West All-Stars with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks. And the wings, Huerter and Hunter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Young in at the 1. They double-team Curry. From deep three-point range, Atlanta with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Here's Curry following the basket by Trae Young. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, them offensive. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this,
he's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Giannis passes to Jokic. It's Curry outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. On its way from Curry for 2. Buries the jump shot. Curry's got 41.
Tell you what, it's just one of those nights where Curry finds a rhythm and just keeps on flowing. This show never gets old.
Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Inside, here's Capella. Does it at the drop for him. Excellent D there from Allen. It's Curry outside. Traps in the tray. And it's an 8-point West All-Star lead.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Young passes to Herter. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
That one good for 2.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Curry outside, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Doncic is checked in for the West. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Collins. Allen gets to DeRozan. Curry against Young. 3-pointer. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 17 points here in the second half. Young passes to Collins. Williams dishes to Young. Unloads from 13. And good. And he takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
It's Curry outside. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 53.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's DeLon Wright in for Young. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Butler's checked in. The kick out to Wright. The 3-pointer is right on target. Wright's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now that is huge when Wright is connecting from deep. It really spreads the floor for him and his teammates.
The offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 56 points in the game.
Strong work for him to maintain that lead.
And that one's good. Right.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Curry outside. The pass to Doncic. From deep. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 59 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Bogdanovich looking around. There's the 3. That one, no good. And so it's the West All-Stars in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've done a great work from long range. We've got more in store for you right after this. Action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Hawks trail by 8. On the
Gallinari knows he's out there to take these exact kinds of shots.
And the dunk by LeBron.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Young's checked in for Williams.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Bogdanovich. The shot missing. The West All-Stars will go the other way with him. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter. The Hawks trail by 10. Inside. And Young with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Gallinari with the steal. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the West. Stephen Curry comes in for Paul. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Garland, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. And so, West All-Stars, 3-point lead, takes a 3. It's rebounded by Herter. He kicks it to Young. To tie it up. It's rebounded by the West.
Them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Pass to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team.
You know, for him,